Hello, all my fabulous Taylor Tots. How is it going? I'm gonna wait for a few people to get in here before we get started. Because you already know it takes people a few minutes to get in here. I am super excited to be on TikTok Live with all of you. Putting on a little bit of lip maximizer like I need it. However, I'm like, put it on anyway, girl. Put it on anyway. Yes. All right, guys, if you're just joining me, please start tapping the screen. That'll give me all the likes. This will bring me in front of a ton of people. The more you like, the more I present into people's For You page. If you are new with me, my name is Justice Taylor. I am a drag queen. So as you can tell, I have no face on, no hair, no jewelry. Just this fabulous, voluptuous body. Oh, hang on. Voluptuous body. Hello, Australia. What's going on? Yes. Hello, Kathy. What's going on? Welcome in. What's up, Rosie? I will tell all of you what I'm going to get doing tonight. It's going to be something very easy. What's Butterfly doing tonight, girl? What's going on, honey? Honey, when I tell you I'm in a corset, this outfit was already a struggle to get into tonight. All I'm saying is the outfit is completely blinged out under here, okay? And I'm talking like encrusted blinged out. Yes, Snatched. You already know, girl. No, so here's the thing. So it's not that I'm wearing it so I don't get dirty. I'm wearing it so I don't have to leave camera to go get dressed. Because what happens is I have a 500 to 600 people in here, or even a couple thousand sometimes, just depending on what's going on. And then I'm like, oh, let me go get dressed. So the first time I ever went live on TikTok, I ended up having to step off camera. Girl, I was like, there was so much dead time. I was like, I wouldn't even say and watch this. Like, what the hell? So now I've already learned my lesson. So now I don't do that anymore. I literally just get up and drag. Done. Thank you for sharing my live, Jessica. Thank you, guys. Make sure you are tapping the screen a lot if you're new to TikTok Live. The more you tap the screen, the more likes it gives me. There is no limit to how much you can tap the screen to do likes. The more you like this video, the more it's going to put me in front of other people's For You page for tonight while I am live. So I will be doing my makeup for drag start to finish tonight, okay? So I do this every single time I go on live. Well, almost every time. However, sometimes I'm like, I don't want to get in the face. Yes, Butterfly, you already know. I love it. So here's the thing. I'm going to show you guys. Okay, first, let me rewind. Give me a thumbs up if you like to do easy makeup that looks beautiful. And dramatic. Throw the dramatic part in there. See, I personally love to do dramatic makeup, but I want it to be easy. I want it to be something, girl, I just perched up, girl. My girl's about to choke me out. My girl. What's up, Randall? How are you, Shugs? Yep, I am vaccinated, honey. Yep, I am a queen. I'm a drag queen. So if you are new to my TikToks, I am Justice Taylor. I've been doing drag for 13 years. Yes, Taylor. I know you immediately start thinking about Trinity the Tuck Taylor. That is my drag mother before you start asking. So here's the thing. I'm going to be doing some fabulous, vibrant makeup for tonight, but something that's really easy for you to achieve. So the way that I do my TikTok lives is more of a tutorial. So I do not talk about what products I'm using because I work for Christian Dior. It is a conflict of interest, so I cannot actually tell you what it is I'm using. My sinuses are killing me tonight, guys. I'm like dying. Thank you. Yes, you got here before I started makeup, guys. So here's the thing. I don't talk about what products I'm using, but I talk about what I'm using as far as if it's a concealer, a foundation, whatever it is. Thank you, Shauna. And then I tell you where I'm putting it and why I'm putting it there. Okay, so this is more of a tutorial of application, not necessarily about a product review. So don't come in here thinking about it got fun. Aw, Fallen Angel, thank you so much. You know what? Y'all started it off right off the bat tonight, guys. So just so you know, thank you, Blake. If you're new to my TikTok live, butterflies are something that's very important to me. Get some water. When I tell you, I don't know what's blooming right now, but they've been cutting the trees down next to my apartment, and I'm like dying. I'm in Houston, Texas. I recently relocated here. It's been about 2 months now. Butterflies are so significant to me because Sylvia, the one that used to speak to the dead, and she could tell the future, she said that anybody that's passed that is with you at that time, it comes in a form of a butterfly. There's many different forms, but a butterfly is one that I remember the most. Yellow butterflies flying across your windshield means a loved one is passed, is with you at that time. And then for my mother, when she passed, a huge yellow and black butterfly actually flew across the windshield. So I call everybody in here, if you become my follower, I call you a Taylor Tot because my name is Justice Taylor because we are tailor-made for each and everybody's fabulous perfection. And then, of course, justice will always be served. So here's the thing. Like as much as you possibly can on the screen. All you do is tap, 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 tap. It's absolutely free to tap the screen. If you do decide that you want to tip, there is a link on the bottom that looks like a little present or a gift. You can click on there. There's roses. There's a ton of different things. All of your tips goes to me. And the great thing about it is I use it to buy more things for my craft, which is drag. Drag is expensive, so I use it to go right back into my art craft. Just saying. All of it's on here. The lips are permanent, so I don't have to get them done anymore, so you're not paying for those. So, here's the thing. The other part, do not worry about any negative people in here. No negativity. I do not care. I don't get pressed about it. You don't get pressed. The only thing I like pressed is my hair, baby. And as you can tell, I pressed it so flat I look bald this evening. So, it ain't my fault. So, here's the thing. Aw, thanks, Hope. Welcome back, my love. So I always wear color contacts when I do drag. So if you missed what we're actually going to be doing this evening, I will be doing a makeup look that is going to be very simple, but very visually appealing. Let's just say that. Who in here remembers the rainbow tissue application? It was a trend for a little while. I know you remember. Where you take the Kleenex. You already know what I'm talking about. Get a little bit on here. So I'm gonna put my contacts in while we're talking. Yes, Taylor Tots. You already know the Taylor Tots are always sickening, girl. Taylor Tots down. I'm so excited. I'm gonna be able to clean these tomorrow. And then my partner ended up buying me some more when he went to the hair store the other day because I was like, hey, can you go to the hair store and pick these up for me? I need this exact contact lens. They are called Smog. And they are usually from Crazy Eye Contacts. But what I'll do is whenever I get them tomorrow, it'll probably be later in the afternoon. If I go live tomorrow, I'll probably go live as like me, as a boy. In a fabulous onesie and just hang out and chit chat with you guys because I want to get to know you as well. So, one thing I'm going to tell you, if you find anybody that's negative in here, all you have to do is just tell them, thank you so much for your support. That's all you got to say. Nothing else. People are going to always hate on you when you do an amazing job. It's because they want to be something as confident as you are. So, one thing that I'm going to tell you, okay, one, if you don't like what you're seeing in here, just so you know, you're telling on yourself. Because the algorithm for the FYP, or the For You page, in case you don't know what that means, the For You page actually brings you what you're already interested in. Meaning that you've already watched and commented and liked something similar to what I'm doing. So if you're mad about what you see, you might want to stop telling on yourself, staying in here and commenting. However... Thank you, Jesse. You can stay in here all you want. Hate or not, I really don't care. It doesn't really bother me. Because guess what? It means that I have more viewers staying in here and more interaction on my page. And the more interaction and the more views that you have, the more it puts me in front of other people for their For You page while they're scrolling. So, ta-da! Thank you for your support. Thank you for your support. Do I need to do a whole song, a whole like dance and everything, girl? I'll do it. I will do it! All right. So, I will be gluing my eyebrows down tonight. So the way that you want to glue your eyebrows down, okay? Thank you, Veronica. Thank you, Jessie. I need my left contact to calm down, girl. She's a little angry over here. She's making things blurry. All right, so you're going to take an alcohol swab. They are the super cheap ones from Walmart. You can get them at CVS. You can get them from anywhere. So you're going to take it, and you're going to go on top of your eyebrow. Now, I do have skincare on already, so the main reason why you're doing this is you're going to make sure you're pushing all the way down to the skin and moving all the brow hairs. You want to get all the excess oil off. Oil underneath a glue stick, which I'm about to use, is not great. So oil and an excess on foundations, on glues, adhesives, long-lasting lipsticks, things like that, it actually breaks it down. So what you're going to do is you take the alcohol to dry the skin. Don't put it all over. Thank you, Veronica. You don't want to put it all over the face because it's not healthy for the skin, okay? You don't want to put all the alcohol on there. Now, if you are a skincare junkie, you will agree with me when I say this. Every product has a cosmetic alcohol in it. This is different than this type of alcohol I'm using on my eyebrow. A cosmetic alcohol, what its purpose is for the dry down time of your product. So when you're using it, you still need a little bit of alcohol, especially with your fragrances. The cosmetic alcohol helps with the dry down time of your scents as well. So it makes your ingredients last longer on the skin, or it makes it dry down at a different rate, so you're experiencing the notes separately. Because if you put it all down at one time, thank you, Jessie. If you put it all in one time and it smells blank, you're like, girl, what is this? Thank you, Blake. All right, so now we have this done. I'm going to show you my favorite brow glue. I say that, but what the hell did I do with it? Oh, there it is. So, TP Lords uses this all the time. She's from Miami. So this is Craft Bond Elmer's glue, but it's extra strength. Okay, it is not the purple Elmer's glue. If you use the purple, go on, do your thing, girl. However, it doesn't work for me. I need something a little bit more industrial strength because I'm plus size, and plus size folks sweat a lot more than skinny folks. Because guess what? I sweat thinking about walking up steps. Just saying, it's a problem. What's up, Ashes? How are you? Did you hit your 1K yet? Can you go live yet, girl? Ashes that's on here, if you go and find her, she's got blonde hair. Make sure you go and follow her. She's trying to get to 1,000 followers so that she can go live to spread fabulous positive energy, okay? So what you just noticed is I pushed against the grain of my eyebrow to get it through the hair all the way down to the skin, and now I'm pushing everything in one direction, okay? Now I'm gonna show you on this side. Push against the grain. I do small circles to get all the way into the base of that root, and then I start going with the smoothness of the hair. Aw, thank you, Shannon. What's going on, my love? So when you're doing this, what you're doing is creating, one, the stickiness under the brow to hold it down even tighter, but you also are putting a top layer on to create a smooth texture. This is called blocking your brow. So when you block your brow, what you're doing is when you put it, foundation, concealer, and all that jazz on, you will have a blank canvas, so then you can draw your brows up higher. Yes! Thank you, Pickles and Gravy. What's going on? Welcome back, my love. Taylor Tots are in tonight, showing out. Aw, thank you, Kimberly. I got it at Pride a couple years ago in Atlanta. If you are new to tipping, just so you know, the roses will just show that you're holding a rose. If you ever want anything extra, I call it grand. Oh, thank you. My lip color, honey, it's natural. If you want anything grand, anything animated, anything with the beaver is animated. The neon looking sunglasses are animated. Things like that. So I always say like the beach scene, all that kind of stuff is super animated. Anything is appreciated, so I don't care what it is you tip, I appreciate it. If you can't tip, then keep liking that screen. I appreciate your support anyway. Because guess what? I am literally a dude in a wig not yet, but I'm a dude in a wig. But because you support me, it makes me even more, well, first off, we get validated. But second, hang on, let's do this. Let's turn these off. All right. Yeah, sorry, guys. I don't bring people on my live yet. I have somebody I'm going to be reaching out to come on. But yeah, but I tell everybody, you know what? We're just men in wigs until we have a fabulous audience. The audience is what gives us even more power. Let's say it that way. It makes the magic even more magical. No one goes to Disney World or Disneyland when there's nobody there. Okay? So alcohol actually dries down the skin, and what will happen is your skin will actually get extremely oily or really dry and flaky. So when your skin is oily, what happens is that your skin is overproducing sebum to try and hydrate itself. But if you're using an alcohol in your skin and your skin is getting dried out, aw, thank you, Ashes. If you're using alcohol on your face and it starts to flake, what happens is when you put your foundation on, it's going to get really textured. Aw, thank you, sweet. So right now I'm drying my eyebrows. It takes a minute because I put a lot on here. So if you decide to do this makeup look, aw, thank you, Paige. Thank you, my love. See, they already know, honey. These Taylor Tots already know the butterflies there have a special meaning to Justice. So if you end up doing this makeup look, please make sure that you do a video and tag me in it because I want to duet it, okay? Y'all do not be scared to comment on my stuff. Don't be scared to like it. Don't be scared to duet it. I don't care. I am here. And I appreciate your support. So if you support me, I'm going to support you. Some of you, when you go live on here, I've popped into your lives to say hello. Thank you, Ruth. This glue is taking forever right here. I put a ton on here. Aw, thank you. In case you want to be a makeup junkie like myself, I like to watch YouTube tutorials. So I have my link in my bio. If you go onto my bio on TikTok, my link tree has my link to YouTube. You can go there and subscribe. Just about any look that you see on my TikTok, I actually have it from start to finish when I did live on makeup for TikTok Live. So it shows you from start to finish, just like we're doing tonight. You can go on there and watch them. They are pretty lengthy, but I do that on purpose because sometimes I'm interacting with individuals, but it's also so that you can take time to actually apply while I'm talking. But on YouTube, you already know there's a pause button, girl, so you can just pause it, do your thing, rewind me, all that jazz. Aw, thank you. Thank you, Renly. Now I'm putting the second layer of glue on my brows. I'm going with the grain this time. So do not go against it. Thank you, Chris. Thank you, my love. So I don't use blow dryer on my eyebrows. The reason why is even when I use the cool setting, it still is a bit too warm for me. I don't like being hot at all. And as you can see, like, I'm in full body right now. Like, full body. Like, I'm padded and everything. Ain't nobody trying to get hot, girl. Ain't nobody trying to get hot. Yep, YouTube channel is my link in my bio. So if you go to my bio on TikTok, just click the top where my name is. It'll automatically take you there. You will not leave my live. I promise you, you won't leave. So it'll go there. Then you can go to my YouTube. That will take you out of here. But that is where my link is located for you to go to my YouTube and subscribe. Just so you know, it works just like TikTok. However, there's not as many individuals that are being brought to your page. So when you're doing it, what is it? Aw, thank you. Is it Jessie? JC? Jessie? I'll call it Jessie. Aw. Who's your son? Aw, thank you so much, Ultimate Karen. I didn't even see you were in here. I'm so glad you're back, Miss Taylor Tot herself. Oh, first time viewer, Lexi, welcome. I know, Randall. It's been a hot minute. Are you still there? Thank you, Estelle. Thank you, my love. Sylvia, that's the thing. You know what? That's why I tell people to come watch, because it may seem like it's drag makeup, but you can use it just a lot more toned down. It's part of it. So the second layer I'm putting on, I'm making sure it's almost completely dry, if not all the way dry. And then I'm gonna put a translucent powder on top to get the excess moisture off. Problem is because I keep forgetting that I'm waving it. Oh, I love Denver, Colorado. Jesse, I love Denver, Colorado. When I tell you I came there during, I think it was January, a couple years back, and it was so cold outside. There was snow everywhere. However, because the humidity is like nothing, it was amazing. Yes! Put him in drag, Ashes. But the cool thing is I was standing outside and I was like, girl, it's so cold. I just needed a light jacket though. And I was like, girl, this is amazing. This no humidity thing is phenomenal. Yes, Sherry. Sherry Doom, you were the first person I think that said it, or that I saw. I'm sorry if you said it before her, but it is actual National Coming Out Day. So get all your rainbow flags, any flags that you're on here, your trans flags, and just flood my comment box, because when I tell you this is a day to celebrate. If you didn't get a chance to see my last TikTok that I posted today, where it's a picture of me with this long message, please go and watch that, because it's the message that I put in there. I also posted that on my YouTube. I posted it on, no, I didn't post it on YouTube. I posted it on my Instagram and my Facebook today, because I feel that sometimes individuals need to hear that support is not just supporting the one person that is your child, your family member, your one loved one. It is actually supporting our entire community. So you're not actually an ally if all you're supporting is what's closest to you, because there's a lot of us out here that need the support. There's a lot of us out here that are doing a lot for the community, and the community gets better by the people that are standing on the front lines. However, what's up, Fabulous? How are you, my love? You can't just support one person and expect change. You know what I mean? Not one person can create enough change. It takes the entire community. And that's the thing that I wanted people to understand. And that's what I posted on my last video. So if you, I mean, my last post on TikTok. So go and see that and watch. Share it as much as possible, because somebody needs to see it. Not because I'm wanting to call people out for not being an ally, because I would never want to do that. I'm not a negative person like that. But I want them to self-reflect on what is it that what are they doing as an ally? And also, what is our community doing? Because a lot of times our community is what's judging our community. So, you know, here's the thing. You can't be part of the community if you're against our community. If you are like, oh, I don't do drag, I don't do this, blah, 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 I can't stand all this, you're a part of the problem. You're part of the problem. If you're like, I don't understand trans, but I'm gay, like I don't get it, either you're a boy or a girl, like you're part of the problem. You know what I mean? So here's the thing. Today is all about coming out. But coming out isn't always meaning coming out as gay or bisexual or transgender. It's about coming out of your shell and being vocal about being treated like a human being. Okay? So there's a lot more to it. There's a lot more to it. But guess what? We will make a change. Taylor Tots are ready for it, girl. You're like, I wasn't going to comment, but yes. Yes, we do. What's up, Janelle? How are you, my love? Thank you, Lucy. Don't forget to tap, guys. The more that you tap, the more that I'm going to get put in front of other people, whether they hate me or love me, okay? Just know, be aware, there's going to be some negative people in here. It's fine. Don't worry about them. Don't stress, because nobody cares. Nobody cares. Every time I say that nobody cares, the way I always say it, it sounds like the jingle from... What was that show? Those were the days. What show was that? I'm like, I can't remember it. But it had Archie Bunker. So I'm taking a translucent powder again, and I'm pressing to make sure that the brow is completely dry. You want to make sure that you have zero tackiness on your brow. Yes, all in the family. You already know. Look at y'all. See, I knew y'all were my folks. You Taylor Tots are on point already. I'm telling you, y'all get me. Y'all get me. Because a lot of times, I don't get me. And I don't even know what I'm talking about. So, makeup. All right, so I'm going to start with my foundation. And when I do my foundation, it's going to be pretty quickly. There's nothing specific to doing it. I just got to get the crap on. You know what I mean? The tighter the bristle of your brush, the more coverage you're going to get. So just make sure your foundation is what's going to work for you, not against you. So don't think you're going to buy a BB cream or a tinted moisturizer or CC cream, which is color correcting, and you're going to get full coverage because you're getting a tight bristle brush. If you go and buy a tight bristle brush and you go get a chapstick to put on your face and you think you're going to get full coverage, girl, don't get mad at me. I'm just saying. It ain't my fault. You'll be like, Justice said. I'll be like, no, I did. No, I did. Getting this stuff on, girl. I don't get too detailed with the makeup brush for here because I'm going to go back through with a sponge and even everything out. Sponge. Put a tiny bit on here. I do not wet my sponges. It's just a preference of mine. Try your own stuff because if it's what you like. So I can't talk about products specifically because I work for Christian Dior, so it'd be a conflict of interest. And I say this every time I get on live. I would rather keep my career than talk about a $5 eyeliner. I'm just saying. So I won't talk about products at all. But I will tell you why I'm using it and what I'm doing with it so that you can see the application. The other reason why there's no point in really talking about products and the reviews on them, because simply this. We're all different individuals. You got to see what works for you and what doesn't, okay? So if you see that something works for somebody else and you go and spend $50 on, you know, an eyeliner, and then you get it and you're like, well, this doesn't work for me. Well, then you're going to be mad that you just purchased something that doesn't work for you. So I'm one of those trial and error. And some people love the cheaper makeup brands because they're like, oh yeah, it works just as good as the other ones. Sometimes it's true. Most of the times it's not. I'm just going to go ahead and say that. So if you want to skip out on buying something, try and see what you can get. It's going to have an all-in-one, but they all don't work. I'm just letting you know now. So don't waste your time, baby. Don't waste your time. Put this one on here. Yes, they're color contacts. So I do not do drag without contacts. If you actually go to my TikTok, okay, I'm going to be very transparent. I do not like doing drags without contacts. I do not need them to see. I wear them for the aesthetic. And when I tell you, I got to 512,000 likes on my live the other night. Girl, hello, Karen. That's what I'm talking about. So here's the thing. We got to 512,000 likes from everybody tapping the screen the entire time I was getting painted the other night. And because of them doing that, I posted a picture without my contacts in from that look that night. And when I tell you, I didn't like it. Other people liked it. For me, I'm like, okay, it's cute, but it's not what I want. You know what I mean? Lexi, there isn't a show tonight. I'm just getting painted for you. I'm just getting painted for you. I gotta work tomorrow. Work today, but I was like, you know what? I was really tired. Thank you, Lisa. Aw, thank you. Thanks, Carolyn. I was really tired. I'm not gonna lie. Like I was like kind of like on the fence about even getting on here and doing a live, because I was like, I'm just tired. But you know what? I really love painting. I love actually being able to interact with you. It is such a stress reliever to me. And that's why I was like, just do it. Because you have fun every time you go on. And you love everybody that's on here. Your tailor tots are amazing. Yep, Trinity is my drag mother. We both lived in Birmingham, Alabama for quite some time. I haven't spoke with her in a couple of years, actually. Because she's been so slammed with All Stars. She was busy with that, and she's been busy with all the TV appearances, things like that. Yes, Taylor Tot. But yeah. Hi from Texas. I am actually in Houston, Texas right now. Yes, girl, you are a Taylor Tot juice. So I'm going to tell you what I'm doing now. So I put a cream concealer on. It's a liquid or cream, whatever you want to call it. They're pretty much the same thing. because there's no such thing as a liquid concealer, because liquid is more fluid, so it's kind of contradictory. However, I put it on underneath. It may look like a lot in front of you, but it really isn't a lot. I let it sit on my skin. I'm going to do my nose highlight, and then I'm going to sharpen my nose, and then I'm going to do my forehead highlight. The longer you let your concealer sit on underneath your eye, the more it's going to warm up to the skin. And then whenever you're using it, you press it later on to get more coverage. So the warmer it gets, the more coverage you're going to get out of it. I know, right? Yep, the Taylor Tots girl. All right, so I'm using a different product here. So this is a stick foundation that I'm using to highlight my nose and highlight the center of my forehead. The reason why I do not use this underneath my eye is because it has a little bit more oiliness to it than I prefer. And whenever you're doing that underneath the eye, I have a lot of freckles already. So the last thing I want to do is add anything that's going to shear out my foundation. So whenever you're doing it, let it sit. It doesn't matter how long it stays there. If you get something that's way too quick drying, then maybe you need to look at a different formula. But now I'm just taking a sponge. As you can tell, this is all I use it for. These are those cheap little sponges. It's not wet. There's nothing to it. They're just the little shitty ones. I'm not going to lie. And I take it and I use it to sharpen my nose highlight. So I've been shortening my nose off a bit, but I don't want to do that tonight. I want some more pinch to my nose. And the great thing about doing all of your detail with your cream is that you can be a little bit more selective on how blended you become. If you go too blended, you can add more product. If you don't blend it enough, you can blend it out. The problem is when you're done setting your creams, you're going to end up being stuck with however your powder is on your skin. So do not wait to do your powders for all your detail. Do your detail and your tapping on the creams first. As you can see, it gets that pinch to it. Now, I'm using the excess that's on here. I'm not putting any extra product that's on here. Girl, please, you ain't old. So I can't tell you, I can't tell you products to actually do. I would just say try some out. I can't talk about actual product. I can just tell you about tips and tricks of application. I work for a brand, so it's a conflict of interest to review any type of other products, and honestly, I really don't want to. It's not throwing shade, when it comes to drag makeup is kind of, all over the place. We can wear all kind of stuff to make it look better. But do you see the coverage? I'm telling you, done. Thank you, blue-eyed girl. I know, oh my God. So from Dior, if you need a really good foundation, because I can talk about Dior because that's who I work for. So if you need really good products from them, their skincare is fantastic. What I personally use every time I do skincare, especially before I go on live and put makeup on, is Prestige. It's not sold at every retailer. Prestige is, the extraction of the molecules are actually in a natural form. So when you're using it, you're using things that are a lot more natural for the skin. I'm not saying it's an all-natural brand because we don't do that. Because if we could rub dirt on our skin and look 12 again, we'd all be doing it at that point. Not everything needs to come in a natural form. Some things are a lot more effective in a synthetic form. And that's the same way with your fragrances. However, when you're looking at, I use the Caviar, which is the Prestige Rose Caviar. I use that as my moisturizer. It says it's a mask. Yes, it is expensive. And then I use the serum, the micro oil serum. Those are the two things that I'm really obsessed with. But I will tell you, if you are a skincare junkie, this thing right here, Dream Skin, is Dream Skin Advanced. This works like a Snapchat filter. So when you put it on, it has a pinky hue, but it goes on clear. It's skincare. You put it on at the end of whatever you're already using. But it blurs everything out. It is skincare, so it's going to help tighten the tighten the skin, minimize pores. Nothing can close pores. So if it says it can, it's false advertisement. It also helps with the blurring aspect, so it makes it look like you have something on without having something on, as far as like a foundation. What's up, Zach? That is called Dream Skin. Dream Skin is about $150, but it lasts a very long time and it's refillable. So you just pinch out the refill and just purchase the refill to put inside. But this one will make it to where you wear less foundation, just so you know. Aw, thanks, Matthew. Well, that's my drag mother. All right, let's get on some contour. So the contour that I use is actually Dior foundation. It's the Undercover foundation. The reason why I use this is it's a matte finish and it is extreme coverage. It is double pigmented, so it is instant coverage immediately. I personally like to use it because it's easy access. It's in a squeeze tube, so it's great for travel. They are doing away with these, so if you like them, you better go buy them and stock up. But they are ultra matte, ultra matte. And this is what I use for my eyebrows also. But where is my, there it is, contour brush. And then from your earlobe to your chin, from your earlobe to your chin, and then excess down behind the ear, excess down behind the ear. And then you're gonna take the excess in the hairline area. Your hairline goes all the way from ear to ear, so don't try and get cute and leave that blank spot right here because you look crazy. Like crazy, crazy. Okay. Yes, Sabrina. It's all about practice. And plus, it's about having fun. You need to figure out what your face looks good doing and what you like on yourself. I will tell you, don't be one of those people that's always like, oh, I don't like the color blue on me, or I don't like this on me, this color. It's like, girl, try things out, because most of the time, if you have enough coverage on your face, it don't matter what shade you're wearing as far as your eyeshadow goes, because it's going to blend. I mean, it's going to look vibrant enough to be good. So now I'm taking the flat part of a sponge. Like, again, it's not wet. And I'm not getting super detailed on this. I'm just making sure there's no harsh lines. I'm going to go back and even it even more. So don't stress. You just trust the process. You're going to hear every single entertainer or every single makeup artist say that. Trust the process, because guess what? It is a process, girl. You eat processed food so you can wait and get this processed drag queen. Just don't call me McDonald's, I'm just saying. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So when you're doing your forehead contour, do not go too far down, because the thing is you want to make sure that you're not shrinking your forehead. Thank you, Sabrina. Guys, if you're just getting in here, my name is Justice Taylor. I am a drag queen, just so you know. I know I look like a real woman, but, you know, don't let it confuse you. I know it's the chapstick that I'm wearing that is giving that illusion, but it's not real. Tapping the screen is how you like my video. The more that you give taps, the more likes I get. The more likes I get, the more it puts me in front of everybody else. Thank you, Ashes. Aw, thank you, Sabrina. Yep, I do shows also. Aw, thank you, Cleopatra. So here's the thing. The more that you tap and the more you like me, the more it's going to put me in front of other people for them to watch my live tonight. The one thing I'll tell you is it's all about getting the views. The views is going to get me in front of more people. The more people that sees it, the more people that's going to follow me, and the more Taylor Tots are made. And girl, nobody orders just one Taylor Tot, girl. They want to eat a whole bunch of Taylor Tots, baby. So you know you don't get this size from eating just one potato chip, okay? Okay. Yes, thank you, thank you. All right, so now, so this is the foundation sponge that I was using, but it's flat on one side and then it has the point on the other for the foundation. Use the foundation residue from the corner of your mouth, straight back, stippling, which is that pressing motion, to the corner of your earlobe. Do not go all the way connecting to your earlobe. You do not want to take away from that, that harshness that you had here. That is there for a reason. You are reshaping your face. So when I look forward, look how much thinner this looks than this looks. This is all about placement of your shadows and highlights, okay? So this side looks lifted and slim. This side looks a bit fuller, okay? You want it to be full under the eye, but here, you're coming to see me in New Orleans? When? You know, I'm gonna be there Friday and Saturday. So Friday night, we'll be into, like Friday I'll be working, then Friday night, we'll be still in town staying the night. We're staying at the Roosevelt Hotel. And then we leave Saturday after the event. I'll be at Saks in New Orleans if you guys are going to come see me. Yay! Aw, thank you. Aw, thank you, my love. Teresa, right? Did I say it right, Teresa? All right, so now from the corner of your mouth to this side. See what I mean? Now, you're going to take your sponge and you're going to tap over the edge. You do not want to leave harsh lines on your face. Like I said, spend more time tapping on your makeup and less time tapping on a screen to blend you out. Stop over editing your photos. If you take time on your makeup, you won't have to edit as much. Because girl, who posts just a raw picture? Let's get real. And then I'm gonna take the edge right here on the edge of my contour shade into my highlight. So look at the difference of how it just melts. It's seamless now. Okay, and then I'm gonna go down the sides of my nose ever so slightly, just to be careful not to mess up my highlight. And then I'm gonna go on the edge of the highlight here, and then the edge of my contour. You wanna make sure that everything is melted together. Now, remember, we wanna keep the hairline because the hairline is gonna help us when we put a wig on. So don't go too blended, because if it goes too far back of a blend, you're gonna have just lost your entire hairline. Saw a spot on my nose I didn't like. There we go. All right, now let's put some eyebrows on. Now, I already told you that I used my contour shade for my eyebrows. So, I'm gonna show you that. There it is. It's so funny. I used to look for the bristles to see where my brush was, but now I just look for the handle. Thank you, Fallen Angel. Thank you, my love. And if you ever want to get into Dior and start off small, this right here will get anybody hooked. It's Lip Maximizer from Dior. It's a lip gloss. It goes on translucent, but it has light reflecting pigments to make the lips look fuller than what they actually are, so they immediately give you that pout. They do produce collagen, so it is a treatment. However, it has a very high hyaluronic acid intake on these. So it has hyaluronic spheres, which when they go in, is going to help the body produce it naturally for even more hydration. Do y'all remember, what that stupid commercial? Ooh, I don't think I put that in the wrong one. That stupid commercial where she's like, hyaluronic acid. And we're like, okay, does she think we're struggling with knowing what that is? But okay. I was like, maybe someone should tell her that we're not struggling with that. Aw, thank you. You know what I'm talking about. It's that damn commercial. She's like, hyaluronic acid. You know what's so funny, though, is a lot of people don't understand this. But when they say it beat the $700 cream, it beat the X amount of dollar cream, whatever, in the commercials, it's actually talking about in hydration. Because their products are mainly meant towards hydration, not for actually repair. So when you're looking at it, don't get caught up in the gimmicks. Do your research. Find out what's going to work best for you. Because I will tell you, that's where they try and get everybody, is they'll say, oh, it beat the $700 cream. Well, I guarantee you, girl, the technology that is in that little $30 cream is nowhere near the technology that's in a $400 cream or a $500 cream. Let's get real, girl. Yes! Come on! Is that Tiny Toad? Is that what it said? I love it. Speaking of tiny toads, there's a ton of them little toads around here. I want a bit more attitude on my eyebrow tonight. So I'm going to go here for my arch, and then the rest is going to go out. I want some bitchiness to these eyebrows tonight. Exactly. It's the same. Sometimes it's the same brands. And I bring my brow down ever so slightly. Yes, I know I'm overdrawing where it's going to go, but I'm going to show you a little trick to make your brows look even better. Again, some of these tips are for stage only, but some of this is actually for everyday wear. Don't get stressed about it being perfect. It's just makeup. Getting this brow exactly how I want it. I get real quiet, girl. I get real quiet. I'm over here like playing in this damn makeup. I'm like, calm down, girl. There's a hair on here just tickling me. Everybody, if I ever mess up something and people are like, oh my gosh, is he gonna mess it up? And I'm like, please, honey. I have had so many moments where I was like, oh shit, I'm messing things up. And you just gotta play with it and fix it all together, girl. Fix it all together. There we go. Sometimes you just got to be a bitch to your hairline just to get it back to where you need it to be. Did you hear that smacking noise, girl? All right, so now you're going to take the eyebrow at the front, and you're going to take the excess, and you're going to smooth it out. So this is just gonna make it ombre in the front to where it's not as harsh. You don't wanna be stopping traffic with your eyebrows. I'm just saying that. Okay. And now I'm gonna take my brush again and I'm gonna take it and just take it ever so slightly to get that shape back. I am gonna be using a luminizer on my eyebrows also to get even more cut to them. So don't stress about that part. All right, now let's clean up underneath the eyebrow. Yes, ombre, brow. All right, now where is my brush? Here we go. Get this concealer on. Okay, so all you're doing is shaping and sharpening the brow. Don't worry too much about having it perfect like right here. You just want to make sure that it's blended because I'm going to end up setting it with powder lightly and then going back on to lighten up even more to use it as a base for my eyeshadow. It's so funny, whenever we do makeup on other people, they're like, how do you get it to do this? And how do you get it to do that? And I was like, you know your head moves, right? And they're like, what do you mean? And I'm like, well, you're trying so hard to keep your head straight forward. And your head it moves. So like, if you need it to do something, turn your damn head. And they're like, oh, I didn't think about that. And I'm like, yeah, girl. I should put a speaker up to my ear, to my makeup and like make it make noises and do ASMR. So when I draw my brows on, I take a little bit more time to do those because I want it to be perfect. But what happens is I have to remind myself they're sisters, not twins. Sometimes they're not even cousins. Let's get real. But I just draw them out. Okay. And quite honestly, I'm wearing a bang on one side of my face, so it's not like you're really gonna see the other one. So, one can be perfect and the other one can be whatever. I don't care. All right, now you can take your finger and press the edge of the lighter shade to make sure that it's blended, because you don't want any hard spots on your makeup. Aw, thank you. I'm like, trying, girl. I'm trying to be soft, all feminine. All right, so let's get some powder on the face to set it, and then we'll start with the rest of the mug. So I start here, and then I use the excess under the eye, and the excess here. The reason why I do this is because I do not want a ton of buildup underneath my eye of powder. So what'll happen if you end up putting too much on is it cakes up. And I know a lot of people, you see them and they're like, oh, you gotta bake, you gotta do this, you gotta do that. All of that is unnecessary. You can do it to an extent, but anything of an excess of a powder is gonna create texture on the skin. And I always start on the outside of my hairline and then bring it in, because the last thing that I'm wanting to do is add a ton of powder in the center of my forehead. I know you hear this beating the hell out of my face. Make sure you powder everything. The last thing that you want to do is like be on there and be like, oh crap, and you got to put something on, it's a powder and it sticks. And you're like, oh shit, how do I blend this? Well, you don't, because you're kind of stuck at that point. Stuck. Diet Coke. For the flavor, not because I need it. Just saying. Okay. Now then. I'm going to re-prime my lids. Ooh. Went everywhere. So what I'm doing is I'm putting a white base on my eye, and I'm going to leave it wet. It'll start to dry on its own, but for me, I'm using it as a base. So when I put my eyeshadows on, it's gonna be even more vibrant. You don't wanna go with a natural shade concealer on your eyelid if you're wanting something to pop, because it doesn't matter how great a palette is if you don't have a contrast underneath it, and of course the base for it to stick to, it's not gonna look great either way. So just saying, it's a way to keep you from wasting your time and your money. So tonight, I'm gonna be doing a very easy eye makeup look. And I want you to try it. All of my Taylor Tots, I want you to try it. I want you to take a video of it. Not of you doing it, obviously, because I don't want you getting discouraged if it doesn't turn out how you want it at first. Thank you, Michael. Thank you for your support. I appreciate you being in here, hon. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So I do paint in my outfits because I don't like to leave while I'm in the, like when I'm finished painting. I don't want to have to like go off camera and put my outfit on, because some of them are not as comfortable. Thank you, Jamie. Guys, if you're new to TikTok, the more you click the screen, the more likes it's going to give me, which means it's going to put me in front of more people to watch me paint. The other thing is the things that you see flying up on there where it looks like roses, different things like that. Those are tips. Those are actually cash tips that goes to me. Any cash tip that you give, it is I use to buy more drag. I will tell you if you are not a fan of putting your information on here. Thank you, Juan. If you're not a fan of putting anything on here, I'm at the top of the page. Thank you. So I will tell you, if you don't like putting information on there and stuff, which some people don't, it is completely fine. I will tell you, in my link, on my link tree, I have my Cash App and Venmo in there. And then if you don't want to do that, I have some people that had asked me to put an Amazon wish list together and to post it because they wanted to be able to surprise me with gifts. So if you go on my Amazon wish list, it is under Justice Taylor's wish list. It has my address already to it. So if you purchase something, it already knows where to send it. And then I will do an unboxing and I will make sure that you are live when I do it. Just make sure that if you tip me on Cash App or Venmo, please, 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 this is something I ran into the other night. Somebody tipped me and it has their legal name on it, but it doesn't have their TikTok handle name or anything else. So I didn't know who to message to thank them. So I don't want to like miss you and make you think that I didn't appreciate your tips. So Yep, you don't have to give money. Nope. You don't have to do anything. You ain't got to do anything. I said if. If you want, but you ain't got to do anything. I'm just appreciative of you being here. I always have to give the disclaimer, though, because some people are like, well, I didn't know. You should have told me. Yes, Ultimate Karen, there's an Amazon wish list already on there when you go to my link tree. All right, so now that I have my eye base on, I'm going to let it sit for a few minutes. So what I'm going to be doing tonight is I'm going to be doing the tissue eyeshadow application. So you remember seeing this with the Gay Pride colors, the LGBTQ flag colors. So I'm actually going to be doing, the Ultimate Karen's like, I love buying gifts, girl. So I'm going to be doing it tonight, but I'm going to be doing it with the colors you see right here. So I'm going to be doing black, blue, and green, okay? Well, yellowish green. Yes! So I've done it before with the makeup look, and I did the rainbow, but I wanted to try this. It is so fast. That's why I like it. So if you're in a hurry, you can just go, aw, thank you, Brandy. All the laughter. You know what? I'm like, ugh. The wish list is so adorable, right? All that rainbow stuff and all that. Girl, I'm plus size. The size is already in there, girl. I wear a 14 in heels. I am a petite woman, if you haven't noticed. All right, let me get me some cheek on here. Get this. Her. All right, guys, let's start with this burgundy. So you're gonna take a burgundy shade right here, and you're gonna press, okay? And then you're gonna touch pull. So there is a few things that I say a lot. Touch pull is one of them. So touch pull, touch pull. So you're touching your skin, pull down. Do not windshield wiper. That is you grinding the products into your skin. It is not great for your makeup, and it makes it look really chunky. So touching and pulling will make it to where it's ombre-ing. So every time you touch your brush down with your makeup, that is where most of your pigment and saturation is gonna go. If you set your brush down in the center of your cheek and try and blend backwards, you're gonna have a giant dot and then streak mark. Just so you are aware. Placement is key. Place with intention. Place with intention. Okay, now you're gonna take a little bit more of that burgundy. You're gonna go from your earlobe here. Pull down, 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 straight to the chin. Take the excess and pull. Touch, pull, touch, pull, touch, pull. Same for here. Touch, pull, touch, pull, touch, pull. You know what? I thought about making that into a merch, the touch pull, but it sounds very inappropriate. It sounds so inappropriate. Aw, thank you, Ashes. Touch pull, girl, touch pull. It sounds so bad. All right, so you're gonna do the same here, touch pull, touch pull. So I do use the burgundy. The burgundy is a lot easier of a blending shade for myself, the medium shade that you put on. I used to use all browns and then put a blush on top. I personally just did not like how it looked in photos. It ended up looking super gray or really muddy. Don't forget, your hairline comes all the way to your ears. Okay, so touch, pull, touch, pull, touch, pull. Now you're gonna take a blush brush that's very dense. Dense means very tightly packed, a lot of bristles. It is very hard to move these. So this is gonna be great for stippling, which is that pressing motion. So press into your pink pink blush. Depending on what look you're wanting to go for, you can do pink. That's my go-to. I will tell you when I wanna do very, a bit more aggressive makeup, something with a lot more attitude, I use the red as my blush. It doesn't look this vibrant. And then I have used orange before. Orange is very selective for me. I have to be wearing like a honey colored hair or something more of a bronzy or copper shade. Anything other than that, I'm not gonna wear it. All right, so now you're gonna start here, stipple, lightly touching. You can always go back and add more. You cannot take it off. Don't worry about how high you're going up because we're gonna be placing a highlighting powder underneath the eye in just a second. Rule of thumb, if you want Colgate, which is the smiling, you can put it from the apple's back. If you want Couture, which is that snatched, pulled back look, go from the corner of your eye back high on the cheekbone. So I go high on the cheekbone, and then I put the excess right on the apple. It's just the way that I blend my makeup. It's how I've always done it. Depending on my look too, I will change it up. So the stippling motion is gonna make your blush look airbrushed. This is for every single one of you to do this. Please make sure, you love Colgate. Make sure that when you're doing your blush, to stipple your blush into place. I will tell you it makes a huge difference because when you're grinding into the skin, it's gonna make the pores look bigger and it's gonna make your skin look dry. So that's just a little trick for you. If you want a halo effect, you can take your excess of the blush and lightly go over the medium shade and your highlight. The halo effect is where it looks like it's going, ah, right here. Done. All right, now we're gonna go into our contour. So with contour, I'm not going into a really, really dark brown. I only do that for shows. So I'm actually gonna go into this shade right here. Screw it, there we go. And then I'm gonna start at the ear, touch, pull, touch, pull. If you don't know where to put it, suck in your cheeks. It's to create even more definition. Touch, pull, touch, pull. Okay, now you're gonna take the brush and you're gonna go from your earlobe to your chin. And then touch, pull to go behind the ear. Touch, pull. Okay. Now I'm gonna take it on my forehead, and this is gonna deepen the hairline. So I don't go too far into my forehead. I keep it where my hair is actually gonna go and then down ever so slightly because I wanna create even more definition so that when I put my wig on, I'm not having to fight the color of my head to make the hairline blend more. Okay, now let's do our under eye shade. Ever so slightly, do not use a ton of product. I'm using a stark white. Start in the inner corner, and then the excess down. Make that Colgate face. A little bit goes a long way, so don't load up your sponge because what'll happen is you're gonna end up being really mad that you have a ton of powder underneath your eye. So a little bit goes a long way. Sides of the nose, because I want to make sure I look like I'm about to sneeze. I want it that pinched. Okay. You can always add more. You can't take it away. So always start off smaller, then you can go and add more. Now I'm going to be using this shade right here for my nose contour. Doop. See, I want to look like I'm sneezing, girl. Okay. Be very careful when you're doing your point like this with your nose, because if you're not careful, you'll do like I did one night and paint it crooked. It was like, I look like a witch. I was like, what in the world? Now I'm going to take that same light powder. I'm going to go down this bridge of my nose first. So the whole point of highlighting is to pull forward, and your contour is to push back. So I want the center of my nose to be pushed forward to make it look snatched. And then the sides of my nose create the shadow to look pinched. I'll take the excess of this right here on the side of my nose. Okay. Then I'm going to take a little bit of my excess of the nose contour and just sharpen my point. Perfect. Perfecto. Don't go too crazy on highlighting your forehead with a lot of powder, because what happens is you're going to be like, girl, that's a lot of powder on my forehead. You're gonna be real bitter. I'm just saying. Real bitter. Real bitter, girl. Real nice and real bitter. Okay. Now then, let's get to the eyes. This is gonna be the part where I told you it's gonna be really easy to do. So I did not have Kleenexes, so I took paper towels, and what I'm gonna do is I'm going to crumble them up to get them even softer. I don't know if you ever did that as a kid, where you would just take paper and crumble it up and crumble it up and crumble it up, undo it and crumble it even more, and it makes it softer and softer, softer. Yes, I do upload to YouTube, so if you go to my page right now on TikTok, they have, my link tree is there, and it actually has the connection to my, what's it called? Cody, what's up, Myrna? My YouTube is located there. So you can go in there and watch any videos that I've already posted. Okay, so I'm gonna crumble these up a couple of different times because I have 3 of them. I'm doing 3 different shades tonight. I'm gonna be doing black, and then I'm gonna go into a blue, and then I'm gonna go into a lime green / yellow. Juice, you already know. Actually, it's not that much left. I just got to do my eyes, which won't take very long because this is so easy. It's not even funny. Thank you, Lexi. This is the easiest makeup you'll ever do. I'm telling you right now. I am not a makeup artist for hire. I am not. I'm sorry. Like, if the money's right, girl, you can hit a girl up, but we'll see. All right. So I have this one. And then I'm going to do the blue, which, let me find out what palette that was in. This one. Perfect. Or is it this one that I want to use? Sorry, I'm looking at my outfit in the video. I think I'm going to use the other blue. All right. So what you do is you take your paper and you scrunch it up. Okay, the whole point is that you're scrunching it up like this for it to get a texture. Okay, it's really hard to see. So then you start off with whatever shade you want to do first, and you press it into it. The whole point is that you're going to stamp it into place. The first time I ever did this, I did not really care for it, and I just had to work with it. So what you're going to do is you do not stamp it like this to add. You're going to stamp, release, okay? So when you're doing your eye makeup, you're going to look straight ahead, and then you're going to take it to where you want it to go, and then you stamp, roll, roll, release. See? Now, because I want even more lift and even more darkening, I'm gonna go here. Okay. Yep, So then here, tick tock, rock. And this is not supposed to be perfect. So do not get bogged down on being like, oh shit, one side's darker than the other, this and that. It is supposed to literally be like a watercolor on your eye. See what I mean? All right. Yep. So now I've got the shape that I want on the outside. I will not be adding anything else to that. Nope, you do not blend it. You want to leave it to this texture. Okay, so now I'm going to squeeze again. You want to have the ripples. The ripples are what's going to give you the watercolor effect. So now, and I'm actually stamping it into the color, and I'm pressing it to load it even more. Okay, now, overlap. Now let's get to, ooh, I'm so excited for this color here. Now here's the thing, I always go back in and I add luminizer underneath my eye so this kind of stuff blends out, so don't get stressed. Actually, I want to add a little bit more right here though. Now, when you're getting to the inside corner of your eye, get it really small to where you can get a lot more precision. Oh shit. That lid was not on. That would have been real bad. And I'm using a very pigmented powder. Mm-hmm. See how easy that was? Done. 3 damn colors. Now you do liner, lash, and then you'll blend this a little bit underneath. I do want to add this one little spot right here. Right there to round that out. Perfect. And then ever so slightly touch there. What do y'all think? Fast, girl, fast. Ooh, I really don't want to do that because I'm going to have that damn neon powder everywhere. Girl, that shit was everywhere the other night. I was like, girl, everywhere. Oh, shit. I dropped my contour. My contour's on the floor. Lisa Frank, yes, girl. Ugh. Oh my God, I'm in a corset and I can't bend. Ooh, not the coloring went crazy on me. All right, so I have these 3. Move that out of the way. There's that. Thank you, Holy Snail. Aw, thank you, Lexi. Guys, if you comment and I missed something, I do apologize. Thank you, Karen. I'm running out of eyeliner, girl. Ain't that the worst? Mm-hmm. Look at them eyes, baby. Look at them eyes. You have the same eyeliner? This one is, I mean, it's such a pain in the ass, though. Like, I'm forever having to, like, buy more. I am using a navy Dior eyeliner. It's waterproof. Susie Hall, what's going on? What do we think so far, guys? Do we like? Just a little something, something. Love it. Yes. Aw, thank you. Darkening my eyebrows to get that shape that I want and that ombre. The color under my eyes driving you crazy. So here's that. Now, a little trick that I like to do is I will take a gold luminizer to put in my brow to ombre. It's an ambre. Oh, shit. Don't want stuff. Thank you, Susie. All right. Take luminizer, the front of the eyebrow, and then you blend it up. Look at that blend, girl. Ugh. Yes, ma'am. Now what you can do if you want to add a little extra attitude to your eye is you can take this luminizer and press and stipple it over your color to get it almost like the look at the brightening of it. This is the luminizer I put underneath my eye, guys. Juice is like, oh my gosh, I'm too invested. Keep tapping, guys. Tap, 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 tap. She's like, I can't leave. And here's the thing, you're not supposed to have things perfect. Think of how Harley Quinn's makeup is. Harleen Quinzel. It's not supposed to be perfect. So don't stress. Don't overwork the look, girl. The good thing about this is you don't have to be good at makeup. It's just supposed to be on. On.com. However, I do want this one thing on here. Ugh. Here we go. Thank you, Ashes. Thank you, Livewire. But look, just a little attitude. Just a little bit of attitude, girl. Just a smidge, ever so slightly. right, let me set this. Actually, let me take my burgundy brush. This is a trick that I like to do, is I'll take it and I'll buff here so that it melts into the next shade. Thank you, Fallen Angel. To get that blend. Once you see what hair I'm wearing, you're gonna be like, girl. Honey. You already know. All right. Do you want to go ahead and set my face now? I think I do. So you saturate the face with your setting spray to rehydrate all the powders that you've put on. Mackenzie Grace, you already know, girl. Yes, Juice, honey, you here. You're mine, girl. You're a Taylor tot now. You are a Taylor tot, honey. Get off my finger. Taylor tots, yay! Oops, I didn't open this all the way. She's struggling to get out. Okay, so can anybody answer this for me? Who in here thinks that they're like skipping out on all the damn Halloween movies this year? Like, I feel like they've gotten really lazy about it, because I'm like, I haven't really seen anything other than the new Halloween movie that's coming out. Am I just missing stuff? But like, I feel like there's hardly anything coming out this year. Like, I love scary movies. Hey, Luke, how are you? Yes, hello? Right. I love watching scary movies. I will watch a shitty scary movie before I watch a love movie any day. I ain't gonna lie. I just do not like romantic movies. If somebody else puts it on and I'm like stuck in there, maybe, but like, I don't know why I'm like that either. I think it's because I don't like to cry. And plus I get real mad because they're trying to do like hopeless romantic stuff. But like, let's get real. The Titanic. There was plenty of room for her ass to slide over on that door. Okay, plenty of room. I'm just saying, Rose was shady. She wanted him to die. She did. And she was telling him to never let go. Like, I didn't understand that. There was so much room. So much room. I was like, girl, I don't get it. He's a lot nicer than me. Because I'd be like, bitch, scoot your ass over. Now, I take the corners of my lashes, even though these are small lashes, and I take a little bit on the corners on the top. What this does is it's going to have a little bit of glue. If I can get this one off of here. It has a little bit of glue there so that I can raise the corners of my lashes. This is something I do every single time I do lashes on myself or anybody else, because I want to have lift. I want my lashes to work for me, not against me. So I'm not about to start sitting here an hour from now and my lashes are on my kneecaps. I'm just saying. Now we're going to take a mascara and we're going to put it on. You're like, well, yeah, well, you put it on you put mascara on, girl. Duh, hello. I'm going to put it on my false lashes. So I take a spatula that I get from the hair store that is meant for mask. So you put your mask on with it. So what you're going to do is you're going to take it and put it behind the lash. Okay. And then you're going to push from the root of your natural lash up to the actual false lash. First, that'll push your lashes into it to make it look more blended. The other part is I want mine to just look like I just have gorgeously nice long lashes. Now for drag shows, I will do humongous lashes. Excuse me? I would like to take credit for this trick, but somebody else taught me. But you know what? It's all good. But this is a great trick for you to do. A lot of people will show you how to do it with a spoon. Thank you, Sadie. A lot of people will show you how to do it with a spoon. You can do it with a business card. You can do it with a credit card. Many different ways, but this is just what I like because I can push down on my lid and it flips it up for me because I want to make sure I'm coating my lash because that also tight lines the lash for you. You need to try it, girl. You will love it. You will love it. It's a great little tip. And the good thing is it's silicone, so I mean you can just wash it a lot easier than washing a brush. I'll say that much. Where's that shitty mascara I don't like? Ugh, I hate this mascara. I'm not gonna lie, but it's good for the bottom lash. Never in my life have I been like, oh yeah, I'm only using this for the bottom lash. Thank you, Luke. If you guys are just joining, as a reminder, liking this post is tapping the screen. The more that you tap, the more it's going to put me in front of everybody else that's watching. Thank you, Susie Hall. The things that you're seeing pop up here, like Susie just did, is actually a tip for me. Thank you, Luke. The tips is actual cash. So I actually use anything that I make on here to buy more drag. So I'm buying new costumes. I buy new hair. I buy jewelry. Sometimes I buy a clue. And don't lie, because I know I'll be buying hamburgers with it. Because that's a drag investment too. You gotta keep these girls looking full. Yeah, I can't talk about product, guys. I work for Christian Dior, so it is a conflict of interest, and I would rather keep my career than talk about a $5 eyeliner that I'm not even sponsored for. Just saying. My YouTube is linked in the link tree on my page, so if you want to go and see any videos that I've done in the past, please feel free to go and subscribe. It is absolutely free. I have longer tutorials on there because it is me chit-chatting, but it's also me showing from start to finish of how to glue your brows down, all that jazz. The guy that, I don't know if you saw the guy that's been posting lately about the, what is it called? He has the, where he puts the makeup or the glue stick on his arm and he paints it red and he peels it off to use as a blocking his eyebrow. Thank you, Season. He's a friend of mine from Atlanta, and I saw that and I messaged him. I was like, girl, that is so smart. I was like, I never would have even thought about that. I was like, keep doing it, girl. Keep doing it. Spacey, Stacy, all my stuff is on there. So everything is always start to finish, the entire look that you see. So if you just look on there, thank you, Shaylin. Oh, wait, Shallan? Shallan, we'll say that. Bees, what's going on? Hello. The glue thing is what I'm talking about. The one where his name's Adrian. He's a friend of mine. And that was smart. I was like, damn. I didn't even think of that. If you can't tell, my favorite shade is hot pink. I mean, hello. That's why you laugh when you go to my Amazon wish list, because it is literally hot pink furniture. Yes, I said Amazon wish list. If you want to buy me something. I said if. It is located in the link tree also. It already has my address linked to it. So if you end up getting me something, it'll send it straight to me. And then I will unbox it. I have Cash App and Venmo also, just in case if you want to do that. It's completely up to you. Thank you. If you want to tip me from Cash App or Venmo, just make sure that you put your TikTok username in there also in the message, because then I can go and find you on here and send it to you. I don't know, Beans. The thing is I like things that look super expensive. And the only crowns I've seen, usually, unless they're custom, look cheap. And anybody trying to do all that. Yeah, so somebody told me to link, they asked me for my wish list and was like, can you just put it in a link tree for me? And I'll go buy stuff. And I was like, sure. So all of my heart's desires are on there. So rule of thumb, if you're going to over dry your lips for everyday use, okay? Here's the thing. Aw, thank you. Ah, shut up. Zach, thank you. Vilcaf, just so you guys know, he doesn't post anything, but that's my partner, Chris. Ooh, these lips, baby. And then this, honey. Everybody's like, hey, Chris. Hey, LaCraig. Let's get physical. I don't know why that song just got stuck in my head. Get a little bit of luminizer right here. Woo, child. Oh no, I'm on E. Gotta buy more setting spray, and I've been waiting and waiting and waiting. But clearly, I didn't get it done. All right, we ready for the hair? We ready? All right, I know you saw this on my TikTok a couple of days ago, or a couple weeks ago. But I put it on after I got off the live. Just so you know, if you're ever doing your hair and it's giving you a fit, take you a makeup brush and push from your root up and let it sit. Let it dry. Because what happens is it doesn't usually stick to the brush. And as soon as I say that, it stuck to the brush. I'm like, come on now. Everybody's always about it until I get to that hair and they're like, oh shit, she wasn't playing. And I'm like, nope, sure wasn't, girl. Very caring, girl. I'm just gonna put my earrings in, and then I'm taking this cover up off, guys. Y'all better start clicking, girl. We ain't even at 200,000 likes yet. Yeah, Karen, I'm being just like you when I grow up. Yes, K plus 8, girl. Inches. All right, you ready for this outfit? Let's scoot this thing back ever so slightly. Make sure the girls are right, because if the girls ain't right, we're gonna have a malfunction and a slip. All right, y'all ready? Listen to that thing scratch there. Yes, ma'am. Woo, child. She said. What do you think? Do we like? I have so many damn rhinestones on this thing. I need these girls to be out some. Ugh. There we go. See, it doesn't take a lot to make it look amazing. That's why I always say, don't sit here and try and do like 15,000 eyeshadows on. I literally did three. Three eyeshadows, one eyeliner, and mascara. That was it. It doesn't take an entire palette to create a look. Plus, it doesn't hurt when you accessorize. So we like, yeah? I'm like, trying to get me a thumbnail. The funny thing is I'm plus size as all get out. I mean, if you haven't seen my, the one where I like do the green screen and I pop up and say, this is me in drag. Like, I'm plus size, honey. It's about contour and carving that, the thickness away, girl. I'm like, Aw, thank you guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. They're like, tap, girl, tap. I love it, I love it. Girl, yes. Thank you, Fallen Angel. But yes, girl, honey, this thing is encrusted. There is so many rhinestones and sequins and all kind of stuff on this outfit that, like, she is a pain in the ass, but she looks so good under a spotlight. I'm like, yes! Ooh. Ooh. Honey, this makeup looks soft. Soft, baby. Yeah, baby. So I don't go live every single day. What I do is it just depends on what's going on. Tonight was easy enough because I was working earlier and then I got done with what I needed to do in an early enough time frame to get on here live. What ends up happening is I end up going live pretty late. But then what ends up happening is I'm up, like, because I have to wind down and, like, relax and, like, then finally, you know, get tired and all that kind of stuff. It doesn't matter how sleepy I am. I'm like, I can't fall asleep. So I don't come live on here all the time. But what I do is I like to come on here when I have something specific. So I really wanted to do the tissue makeup trick again, but not in rainbow, because I wanted something different and something fun. Like, and this would be like a show look. I mean, I could literally throw this on and kick it. Like, it's fast, it's easy, it's to the point. And the thing is, it's all about how you pull things off in your confidence level. But you know what? I've been doing drag for 13 years. If you're new in here, my name is Justice Taylor. I recently relocated to Houston, Texas. So I've been doing drag forever. I mean, well, I don't know about forever, but that's quite a long time. But in my time frame, I've been noticing that not everything has to revolve around doing a certain type of drag or a certain type of makeup. So I've been really branching out, trying different things, using what I've learned. Thank you, George. Yep, George, okay. I was trying to make sure I was saying the right name. My girl. Thank you, Karen. But here's the thing. So, I mean, drag is like your makeup for every single day. Nobody's telling you have to look a certain way. It's called make up, not make over. It should enhance, not take over. So it's all about having a good time, having fun, doing what makes you comfortable. And here's the thing for me, I love hot pink. I love the color contacts. I like all that glitz and the glam. I like the extra, but I still want to look gorgeous. So it's like, have fun with it. Girl, what's the worst thing that happens? You don't like it and you take the shit off? I mean, hello? Nobody cares. Like, come on. But you know, it's one of those things that it's like your mindset, okay? And I say this in a lot of my videos, and I say this in almost every single live that we have. You can't have an amazing tomorrow until you change your mindset today. So if you don't think today that you're going to be good enough to do what you're doing, or you're not confident in yourself to just try it, if you're not happy with how you look before you even put makeup on, then that's the problem. Because tomorrow's not going to be great. Tomorrow's not going to change until you're changing today's mindset. So have fun today. Don't wonder what if. Who gives a shit? Do you know how many people I've met that says, oh, I don't wear red lips, I feel like everybody's staring at me? Yeah, they're fucking staring at you because you look amazing. You may not be used to the attention, but people are about it. They love it. They think you look stunning. And just so you know, if you ever are feeling kind of blah, red lipstick actually holds the attention of the person you're speaking to for 7 seconds longer than any other lip shade. So if you go for an interview, if you go to anything like that, you want to make sure that you wear a red lip. One, it's powerful. It's like wearing a red bottom heel. And it just gives you confidence. It makes you more powerful in a mindset. But the red lip really keeps somebody's attention 7 seconds longer than any other lip shade. Honey, I put on all of it too, honey. I wear everything. I put on every crayon in this box. So don't go by if you're warm or cool, to be honest with you. Just go by what you like to wear and what you feel like would look great on you. I will tell you that if you, usually if you're going to put on foundation with a golden undertone, then you need to stay with a golden shade luminizer. That's the only times I say be careful with what you're using, because if you put on something that's rosy as far as a foundation, and then you put on a golden highlight on top of it, it's going to turn ashy. Same thing if you do it the other way around. So gold on gold, cool on cool. So like for me, I use the pink luminizer, and then I also use the white luminizer that has that like purple blue hue to it. But if I was to paint golden, I would do nothing but bronzy shades on top of my skin. But you never know until you try it. It's just makeup, girl. I'm like, just put it on, honey. That's all we need is just to put it on. I'm like, girl. So this was off of this corset. I've worn a few times on here. It is off Amazon. I love it. I always say make sure you actually measure your waist when you're ordering things, because the thing is you don't want to order something and it's too small. Yeah, because girl, no. So Rich Lux is a friend of mine, and if you don't follow him on YouTube, please make sure that when you go to my page, look up Rich Lux. Excuse me, Diet Coke made me burp. Rich Lux, so it's R-I-C-H, and then Lux, L-U-X, and then shopping. So I'm in a lot of his videos with him, but he has been a great friend. I met him when I moved to Houston. He's been a great supporter of mine. He tags me in all of his stuff, so I've been gaining a lot of followers on YouTube from him. But he is fantastic. And when I tell you, he has a video where he gets a faja, which is, think of it as a girdle, but it's like the kind that is like a t-shirt, or you have the ones that's like a bathing suit, things like that. And when I tell you, it is so funny, because he literally, like, it is literally us in there, and I'm filming him put that damn thing on. That poor salesperson, girl, she literally was struggling. She was sweating. And the funny thing is I was like, okay, so they have a dressing room, and I was like, oh, there's a fan in there. Girl, they took like a lamp that goes on your desk, and they screwed it to the wall, and then on the ceiling is one of those like black like fans that's like it sits on your desk, like the weird like dome looking kind. They had that strapped to the ceiling, and I was like, girl, what in the mess is this? Like, this would what a drag queen would do. Thank you, Jonathan. This is what a drag queen would do, honey. I'll be starting putting fans every damn where. I'm not gonna lie. I would be like, damn, bitch. These things. Okay, so we went to Fiesta last night. So if you go on there, he's going to be putting the video up soon. And I ended up buying these. They are so good, okay? So they are mango candy. They have a mango, like, middle to them. And the outside is coated in, like, a chamoy almost. But it's, like, spicy on the outside, and then the inside is extremely sweet. These things are the deal. They are so good. I'm like, girl. Riva. Girl, I can't even read it. We're going to call it Revolution Caritas. With chili. Con chile. These things are good, though. Look at them. It's got a little spice. That's what they look like. It's like a little spicy thing with the stuff inside of them. I don't do spicy either. But these are actually really good. I was like, girl. What I don't mess with is those damn suckers that have that stuff on the outside because they put 900 degrees of hell on the outside of those things. And I'm like dying. I'm like, what the hell? Hell no. Because I'd be dying. I would be dying. So we get a mangonada at Plaza Americas. And when I tell you we go there and they say, do you want like the party kind, which comes with all the candy? And I was like, yeah, girl, of course. Look at me. I want all the candy. I want all the carbs. Does it come with pizza? Are you sure? And she'll give me that, and she had the damn sucker that was next to it, girl, and I put that thing in my mouth, like, thinking I was going to be cute and just enjoy it. Honey, I was like, my mouth was on fire. On fire. I could not. Oh, I was like, I'm done. Whew, I love mangonadas, though. Mangonadas is amazing. So, they actually put, like, sliced mango in it to where it's like when you get it, it almost looks like a Bloody Mary that has like all this stuff out of it and things like that. But instead of it being like vegetables, it's fruit. So they have the fruit, the candy, all that kind of stuff. Oh, it is so good. Oh, it's amazing. I'm like, honey. Well, look, I'm glad you got to join me tonight. We like, right? We love. Makes it easy. Just a little chapstick. Just a smidge of chapstick is all we had on tonight. Ever so slightly dusted. Aw, thank you. Thank you, Paul. Well, I'm going to be ending this in just a few seconds. So if there's any more tips you want to send, again, I'm going to go through my spiel. If you are new here, thank you, Zachary. My name is Justice Taylor. I've been doing drag for 13 years. And I am here to not only just do makeup in front of you, but also to teach you how to apply makeup. So cosmetics is only as good as you know how to use it, okay? So just because you spend a lot of money on makeup doesn't mean it's going to look amazing. It's all about knowing what is great for your skin and what is great for you as a person. And then here's the other part. You can paint your face as happy as you want it to be, but until you're actually happy, it doesn't matter. Okay, I think of your happiness almost like skincare. Your skin is your best accessory. You can't buy new skin when you don't like it anymore. It's the same thing about your outlook on life and your positivity. It's all about starting with your mindset first, because you cannot have an amazing tomorrow until you fix your mindset today. You are worth having an amazing future. You are worth having an amazing day. You are worth having amazing people around you that support you for who you are, that doesn't ask you to change, that doesn't ask you to do anything other than be you, okay? What you need to understand, it is your right. Yes, I said it is your right to have an amazing future. It is your right to be happy every single day. And it is your right to have people in your life that support you for what you want to be and who you want to be and how you are right now. Because guess what? Well, nobody's perfect, okay? And if you need to work on you, then work on you by yourself. Support is only there if you know what the support is that you need. So don't ask for support but not know how to vocalize what it is you actually need, okay? And this is for everybody. I've went through depression. I've had my moment in life where I had to be able to speak up and say what I actually needed. And a lot of times I was saying that someone didn't appreciate me or something didn't appreciate me, things like that. And then when I actually got asked, what is it that I'm needing specifically? I couldn't tell them because I didn't know. So what actually was happening is I wasn't actually expecting anything from them. There was nothing they weren't doing already that I actually needed. And it took them asking me that bluntly for me to understand that sometimes I just need to quit being such a little bitch about things and get the hell over it and have a good time. Because guess what? You live once. You think that you want to sit your ass on the couch and not go somewhere because you're depressed. Well, guess what? Guess what is going on outside of your house that you're not experiencing? Life. Life is there, okay? Depression's going to be there for the rest of your life. I'm not going to say you're ever going to get over it and be done with it. It's something you manage every single day. But you don't manage it by yourself at home. So get your ass outside the house, live life, create experiences for yourself, and create long-lasting memories. Because guess what? Your money doesn't go with you when you die. Okay? People aren't going to say, wow, they had a lot of money and sat at home and did nothing. Wow, I'm so envious of them. They're going to say, do you remember when we went to Paris? Or do you remember when we all went to that one Halloween party? Or when we went to the haunted house? Or do you remember that one time it was 2 a.m. in the morning and we have enjoyed riding around, just hanging out, and we stopped at Waffle House to get something to eat? That's what people want. And people that check on you all the time, let them in. We meet everybody for a reason. Okay? Don't know what that reason is, but you're not going to find out sitting your ass at the house by yourself. So get out and have fun. Thank you so much. Look yourself in the mirror every single morning, and you need to tell yourself that you are beautiful, you're amazing, you are going to be successful, and success does not mean you're going to have a lot of money. Success means you're going to have a very fruitful life, that you're going to enjoy what you're doing, and you're going to enjoy the people that's around you. If you don't enjoy them, kick them the fuck out, because they don't have to be there. They don't pay your bills. If they're not serving a purpose in your life, then they need to go. I'm just saying, family or not. Your peace of mind is a lot more important than everybody else's peace of mind, because we only need to focus on ourselves. So I'm going to say this one last time, and then I'm going to get off of here. You cannot have an amazing tomorrow until today's mindset is changed. Again, you will not have an amazing tomorrow until you fix today's mindset. Thank you, Rich Lux. Everybody go follow Rich Lux. He's the one that's tipping me right now. He's the one I was talking about him in his videos. I told them about your faja, girl. About how skinty you looked. And about that gorgeous fan they had strapped up to the ceiling. And the Alright, guys. I love you so much. Honey, girl, Moki Nut. I was telling them about the mangonadas. I know, right? Look, guys, have an amazing night. I love you so much. Thank you for your support. We're at 216,000 likes right now. Thank you again. I will be posting this for tomorrow on my YouTube channel. If you haven't got a chance to go on there, go to my link tree that is in my TikTok bio. It has my YouTube, so you can subscribe. Then there is Cash App and Venmo in case you want to give me a tip. It's completely up to you. It is not mandatory or necessary. It's completely up to you, but appreciate it. And then my fabulous Amazon wish list is located there. So if you want to get just as a gift of any type, it already has my address. You order it, it'll ship to me, and then I will do an unboxing on live. Just make sure that you're putting your TikTok name so I can tag you in it. And then, of course, that I can actually thank you personally, because I do appreciate anything that you possibly could be giving me. Thank you again. I love you so much. I love you. I love you. I love you. Let me scrape this body out of this damn chair to get closer to this girl. Just no. Have fun, guys. I love you so much. Behave. It's Monday. Monday shouldn't be a bad day. But Tuesdays is coming. Love you guys. Bye.